Hi folks, welcome back to Vintage Story, and I've done a little bit of work, nothing too major. I've expanded my field, so I've got a big flax. I've tried to sort of rearrange it. I've got more water in because I've realised that the moisture level really makes a difference for the growing speed now. It didn't used to. So these style things, that one's fine because it's small, but bigger, these corner ones really go down. This one, look, that one's down at, wow, it must have rained. 93. But I don't remember it raining. But yeah, so it really slows them down. You could see it from the heights of these middle ones are all high, and then these were smaller and smaller. You can still just about see it. So I've sort of thought it. I don't really like that, but we'll live with it for now. It's good enough. Start to take that little hillock down. Took some of my. I'm waiting to see if it will regrow. I don't think it does, but I'm going to leave that there for now. It's chopped off. And in the meantime, what we need, because we have our baby sheepy, we have our little lamb over there. Oh, and I managed to get a girl pig. I got a sow. I chased her all the way here, and that worked. It was an effort, but we now have a breeding pair of piggies. Yeah, so that's good. Other than that, I think that's about everything I've done, really. I've retired my fancy armour because it's just too much of a down. We'll use it for other stuff, for sort of serious adventuring, but for now it's all fine. I've also started, oh well, I actually started a while back. I made a recurve bow stave, and to make a recurve bow, but I didn't realise that you can do that if you are a bowyer, and I am not. I'm a commoner. So I've restarted that. I'm drawing just a regular bow stave for a longbow because I want to see how much difference the longbows make. I have some cassava which I've soaked. Made some rice bread. There's all sorts of things that I've done that I didn't show you because, well, you know, playing quite a lot. But what we're going to do today, what I'm all set up for, is so I'm going to look over here. One thing that we need is because I've got the sheep, so I've started farming sheep. Let's see if we can find this thing. Now I want to be able to make cheese, but I don't have any salt currently. So here we go. So this is where, let's see, I've done a bit of work here. This is where I got my borax from. This is where the translocator comes out. Just before we do that, I'm going to move somewhere where there's not quite as much annoying noise. Let's go over here. That's a bit better. Yeah, so if I switch to the Pro Pick, you can see what I did. So I did that quite early on, and then I sort of came over here. I did that when I first visited, but then I realised that that is limestone. Okay, so I went and did that one because it's limestone underneath there. There's a little bit of diamond, which I'm not overly excited about. I might go dig it up at some point, play a bit of Minecraft. And some other stuff. Sulphur's reasonably interesting, but I don't need it right at the moment. So I then just started wandering this way, basically looking for borax, and I've found it here. So there was a borax, but it's only minuscule. There's a lot going on in this space. So it's borax. So I kept moving this way, trying to find a bigger chunk of borax, and there was nothing there. Oh, that's again minuscule. Very poor, lots of other things. Stuff that I don't even know what it is. So good. So then I thought I'll come down into here, into this, because I was a bit worried at this bit here that actually this wasn't limestone. Although it's showing possible borax, but then this is all limestone here. So I started doing around here, and I was getting minuscule, again minuscule, and it just wasn't. I wasn't finding anything. I was going all sort of down here, and then I thought I'd go across here, trying to find something, and there was minuscule borax there, and nothing there. We found high hematite again, so if we ever run out of iron, we've found another place to get some more of that. and there's just nothing there. So I thought it must be this way. And then by this time it was getting pretty dark. So I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go and sleep in with this guy here and wait for the night. But before I did that, I did a little bit of... so I got very poor. Got very poor, very poor, very poor, minuscule. So suggesting it must be this direction. And then out here we've got, again, minuscule, very poor, 0.3% per mil, sorry. 0.4, so that was the kind of the high, but there were quite a few caves there. As a prefab there as well. We're going to have a look at that later. I just poked my head in, but there were lots of caves. So I just did a little bit of mode 2, and I actually found, I don't even know what the number is, but I found a big borax mine there, just sort of by luck really, with the mode 2 node search. But that was the kind of that was roughly the plan. Now, what we have here as well is minuscule halite. Halite only appears in the softer stones, so that's the sedimentary stuff like limestone, like chert, and those other ones. We can see it if we go to here. Let's close that. So we search for limestone, and we want the full block. There we go, limestone rock, and it'll tell you what it's a host. So limestone is host for, in fact if we go the other way, halite occurs in chalk, chert, conglomerate, limestone, clay, stone, sandstone and shale. So that's quite a handy way to sort of find where to look for things. And obviously this space, this area is granite pretty much exclusively, and it goes down to periodite. Underneath, we can see that over here in this hole here. So there's all granite. So we're going to go. I've found a tiny trace, minuscule amount of halite. So we're going to go and follow that and see what we can find, and poke our nose in on that that prefab that I found as well. So that's what we're going to do. A bit more prospecting. I think I'm mostly good for food and stuff. Got my rice bread's pretty filling, which is great. So that's what we're going to go and do. I shuffled I carry a Maui lantern now. I shuffled some of them around, so I thought I should be carrying one of the good ones. And I just put a copper one there. I don't know why it matters. It doesn't matter really. All right. There's one in there. Let's put that one on. So yeah, I still need to tidy this up because it's not straightforward to get to. Up here, and then up here, and then I've got a nice long little passage here that takes me straight out. So there's that. Yeah, so I just want to tidy that up. That must have been there for 8. It's blinding if the stuff doesn't despawn very quickly at all. Odd. Anyway, matters not. Right, so let us turn on something weird. Here we go. Let's turn this guy on so that we can see where he is and we'll head towards. So this is still all wow, it's crazy. Yeah, so this is what's the type of basalt? This is all basalt here, and then it switches. So that's a really good. I'm really pleased that we found that TL because that really gives us a lot of opportunity. But it certainly pays to kind of read the handbook and work out what stuff is where, so you don't spend ages looking for something in an area where it's not going to spawn. Huge blue clay. So it's a pretty rich area. I'm quite pleased about this. And yeah, so we're going to look for halite. Really hoping that lamb grows up to be a girl lamb and not a boy lamb. Lost a generation. So I think I need to put a road in for this. Start building some more roads around, I think. Had to make a new meteoric shovel. Taking down that mini hillock near the farm. Did also make some sunflower. I need to make some more actually, but I made some sunflower bread. And that's quite funny too, that's quite a nice bread. It looks cool. There we go. Okay. That dries. I'm waiting to see what happens now. I'm not going to eat that. I want to see what happens when it dries. Sap undried. Right, so let's do this one. We can actually do this one. Oops, down here. You see, I haven't been here before. This is where my borax mine is. There we go. So again, minuscule halite. So we'll pick a direction. There's no point in going that direction any further because that's what back towards the basalt. Where's my mine gone? That's weird. Must be a bit further down here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's there. There's my mine. It goes all the way down there. It's very deep. But then what we also found down here is a prefab. Which has a little bag in. Would have been a very nice find a little earlier. There's nothing up there. Nothing down there. I put a little torch in the holder. Take that. Take that now. So that was pretty cool. These are quite cute, these little huts. And there's a dead end down there. Once there. I've only got one spear on me at the moment. And then over here. Is it down this one? I can't remember now. I don't think it's down. Yes, it is. Here it is. Yes, I was just looking up here, just doing a bit of picking. It was like, oh, a bit boring. Going back, just saw that out of the corner of my eye. Look at this. Got a full. I think it's a full tapestry. Bookshelves. There's a little holder I put a torch in. Tables and chairs, more bookshelves, another full tapestry, except that one's rotten, so that'll die. Take it. There's a box with some quartz in it. I thought that was pretty cool. Nothing underneath. It's nice to check. spider's webs, you can be really slow. And then here, look. No, nothing there. It's so cool. So how do we get this down? Let's try to put that up. So I don't know where I'm going to put it up. I don't really have wall space. Look at that as a painting. Hunter's shirt. Copper bracelet and a book. So much stuff. It's amazing. Let's put the bracelet on. Does it go? There? Yeah, nice. Not going to spoil it by reading it out. Quite a few of these before. There we go. Take that piece as well. I'll destroy it. Shame there's not a little secret place behind the... Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what a nice planter. That's secret. Ooh, little secret behind here too. Let's drop that down. More rusty gears. So yeah. Oh, look at that. Oops, one of those. Got loads of those now. Got loads, I definitely have those. Wow, look at that. Thinking that one. Thinking that one. Get rid of some dirt. Pretty neat though. Secrets. That's it. I think so. Oh, there's another box there. Nothing in it though. Don't need that. Cool. Oh, hang on, what's that sat on? Ah. Okay, there you go. Let's go see if our little friend up here wants to buy any of these things. But didn't find any of those. Only found one of those. knock off a bracelet. I'm keeping it. I like it. Now, what we should be able to do, just for now, is put some of these things away. So we don't have to carry them all around with us. There we go. Nice. I'm okay on what I'm going to do. So I'm going to follow this trace this way, but I'm not going to do every single one. I'm just going to do every few. So I'm going to try and get two in between, and then so that's about there. Minuscule. So there you go. Let's do it here. Skew. Don't need to free that, do we? Oops. Got an axe and an axe. I'll keep that one. Keep it for now. And then I believe it's farming in here. Yeah. It's in their basket. And some flax. Oh, and some cabbages. Cabbages. Let's get back into... Get that off the track. Okay. Okay, so that's none. So there's going to be about the last, it's going to sort of end about there, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do is go to the middle one here and try it out that way and that way. Go that way first. This is the hard bit when it's not giving you numbers. Let's go this way. Yep. No. Okay. Just go to the other side of this little pond. No, because that didn't have any, did it? That's not showing any either. Where that one is. So I just think we keep going this way a lot. I can get away from this. Oh, okay. Mountains. Well, cliffs. this way a little bit. This way a little bit. And then I'll go this way a whole bunch. And what's that? That's granite. That's no good, is it? Ooh. Okay. So that's the edge. Honestly, I don't know. Does it say? Because I guess there could be limestone below. Nothing. Okay. A whole bunch of different things to what we had before. So, now how like this way. It's pretty awkward terrain too. Definitely going to end up. Oh, that's funny. I've never seen a single. Okay, so we're right on the edge here, back in limestone country. Okay. So let's go down there onto that big open plain area. Goodness me. Nearly there. It's down there somewhere. Oh, that's too far. Careful. Yeah, that's great. Well done. Good work. Okay, let's find the. So let's go here. Okay. So much stuff in these places. So look at these ruins. It's a big farming. Ooh. Tin bronze knife, very nice. These baskets. Oh dear. I don't know why I bother sometimes, truly. Right, let's go right down here. That's granite, isn't it? Oh, no, here's limestone. Let's do one in here. Nothing. There's nothing there. So I guess, and there's nothing there. Let's go right over here. Oops. And north a bit. Right, keep going. Oops. Nothing there. Oops. That's it. Throw it away. Rubbish. Stupid tool. Help me at all. I'm going to go over here and see if we can find a new trail to follow. Oops. Ooh. Oh. Let's try around these little ponds here. Let's try here first. a lot of friends. Apologies if you can hear the dog in the background. I was a bit upset about something. Doesn't take much. So none here. I wonder if with halite, because the way that it spawns, if like these change quickly, so like if it was there, that would be. Don't know. Well. I think what I shall do is I shall leave this episode here, and hopefully when I come back in the next one, I'll have found something useful. We can go look for it underground. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time.